Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some wishes on this brand new version, and with it is the release of Nicole. It's been a long time coming. Finally getting a Hexer character, someone who's like so huge and important in the plot. This is like I don't know. It feels like such a huge thing in terms of like the game. It feels like we're really approaching the like end game, since Nia's around the corner. We're finally getting this like this all like super powerful group being like more relevant in the story. It's a lot going on. It's a lot happening, and little Prune is here as well. So this is really cool. I'm really excited for this character. She works well with Varka, and I really like Varka and his playstyle. And I love the way he plays himself. That like I love characters who have very fun just very fun playstyles. He's very flashy. He jumps around a lot, and his the sword looks cool and everything. And I have like the alternate skin. It's all really neat, really cool stuff. So obviously we're going for our weapons. Now I don't actually have Durin. So if I pull his weapon, I really don't feel like pulling for Durin as well. Maybe we have enough, but we'll see when we get there. But I really don't feel like pulling for Durin, but I feel like if I pull his weapon, then I might as well. But let's check out the history, and as always, guys, wow, zero pity. As always, guys, it always helps out, liking, commenting, subscribing, and all that. So let's get right into it. We're on zero pity. We'll see. Hopefully, we don't take too long. I'll skip through this. Actually, I won't, just in case we pull Prune. So we'll go one by one. Hopefully, this doesn't take too long. It is official. It is extraordinarily hot. There's like a heat wave in my state right now, or my city, and my electronics are not happy right now. Just turning on my laptop. The fan's been screaming for help. Same thing with my PS5. I loaded up everything so that everything could update, in a timely manner, and everything was just like every fan was whirling possible. Oop, I almost did a one pull. Alright, we used up all of our fates. Now we're on to just gems.
Hello, Prune the Witch Hunter at your service. My enemy? Oh, someone who takes pleasure in teasing children. Uses other people's imaginary friends to ensnare them in her schemes. Someone who's a complete show-off, way too dramatic, and obsessed with wearing a hollowed-out hat. I'm referring, of course, to the wickedest witch of them all. Any relevant intel on her whereabouts is more than welcome.
I'm not crazy about Prune, but I think I'm gonna back to back. I was like, I think I'm gonna build her. I might as well. I got a bunch of I recovered in terms of Mora, so things are looking pretty good. I think we can start skipping now. We got our Prune on our third 10 pull. We got 2 Prunes on our third 10 pull. But wow, it's way too many weapons. But I was like, you know what? I can build Prune. So I got some pre-farming for her and everything. We'll see how it goes. I like the hammer. I like the comically large hammer. Or actually, it's more so ridiculous. It's actually not that large in relation. I think this is like 7th 10th pull. I think this is the 8th one right now. Yeah, we're kind of deep in, so hopefully we don't lose this. Makes me a little scared for the weapon banner. Those Prune scared me. Tainari. Alright, well that's it's pretty unfortunate, but that's a part of life. That's at least we got a Prune along with it, but now we just have to we just keep going. Keep trucking through adversity. We started with a lot. We had like 36k 36k gems and 20 fates. Tainari. I think he's actually... We get quite a few prunes. I think he's actually my lowest in terms of constellations. I can't remember. It's either... actually, it's probably Mizuki. Mizuki's newer. It's definitely her. I got a couple Tainaris in the box. Wow. This is making me go to hard pity again. I thought we'd have a lot left over because I had a bunch of gems. Because you know, I was like, you know what, I might as well top up with the with the bonus gems and all that. And I was like, you know what, I'm probably gonna be set for the next 2 banners, but it's not looking like it. I forgot. We didn't get to hear the dialogue. I skipped it by accident. Well, she wasn't gonna say anything. She's the silent mage and the voiceless angel. We weren't gonna hear a word from her. I'm sure it was gonna be an extraordinarily long dialogue. Oops, my bad. Alright, we have our path set. 14k gems. Probably at like 2 pity. Oh, maybe a little bit more. 7 pity. Alright, we should be fine. We've certainly got a decent amount of a safety net over here. So should be okay. Unless it makes us go to high pity twice again. But it really sucks. We definitely dropped way too many gems on this banner. Yeah, seeing this number get so low is always a very sad sight. Things are looking bleak. But it can all turn around in an instant. And hopefully here's where we strike gold, the right kind of gold, not the 50-50 gold. Nice. Alright. That not really makes up for it because we had to go pretty far. Lanyan. I don't know if I ever see 6. That's actually kind of cool. Yeah, that's actually a random cool 4-star to get. Now we have some, wow, 4k, man, 32,000 gems and 20 fates later. Jeez. Alright, let's check out this Tainari. C4 Tainari. The more constellations we get, the better he gets, which is cool because I actually have perfect 100% crit rate on him, which is like, I don't really care how good or not it is, but dude, leave me alone. God, what a rude guy. Doesn't he know I'm in the middle of something? Alright, this is cool. I think this is I think it's actually her burst, not her skill. Oh, it is her skill. Nice. So her shield is her shield's gotten even better. My Lanyan is permanently from now on that much better, which is pretty neat. Even though I haven't played her in a very, very long time, but you know, she's better. That's always neat, right? All right, so we got some pre-farm mats, so we can certainly get our free standard banner wishes. Which yeah, I'm always excited for those. There's a bunch of cool things we can possibly get, and it's always a good time. Something always interesting. Something interesting always happens there. So, all right, and I don't have enough of these because I saved some for her quest that we get for free. She started doing shit. What's going on here? What is going on? Is there talents or profile? Why is there a red? I gotta do her Hexen Circle thing. Oh, she's part of that too. I actually didn't even know that. Maybe Prune is a lot better than I originally thought. and we can level her up as well. I mean, like, regardless if I was gonna build Prune or not, you know, I had to pre-farm for the free stuff. I pre-farmed for, not pre-farm, but like, I never actually got Jehoda, so when I got the free one, I was like, oh well, when I saw that we were getting a free one, I was like, oh, let me get the stuff for her so I can get the free wishes. So that's already done. I think I got everything for Prune. Because I think I knew there wasn't gonna be like a reward thing, like a quest reward thing where we get some of her materials. So what is she doing back there? This is gonna be another Navia. You can't leave it AFK on her screen. We got C5 Prune. Off the rip. So close to having the full C6. I can't even remember the last time I played a 4-star character C6 out the gate. It's probably been a super long time. That would be really cool if we did here, but we did not. And we gotta do some homework. We had 2 homework assignments. We gotta get 2 characters. All right, so let's see what's going on here. I think we're at some pretty high pity actually. Nope, never mind. We're at like 22. Yeah, we're at 22 and we got 25 wishes. So let's see what happens. As always, in terms of 4 stars, I'm not hoping for Yanfei. I'm hoping for Kaya. My Kaya is still like C2 or 3, and yeah, it's been way too long. I'm always hoping for Kaya because I want to finally build him, but I'm only gonna build him when I get him C6 because before then I don't really see a point. But he's extraordinarily rare, and as the days go by and more 4 stars get added, he's more and more difficult to get. Don't worry, we've had C6 for a long time, and whether she's C6 or C1, it's best to stay away. Right, we got 5 left. I think we're like in like the 40s. You know, something cool could happen, but who knows? Yeah, unfortunately, we just got 3 4 stars that didn't really matter. What was it? Yanfei, Dory, and like a weapon or something. I don't remember. Oh, this isn't updated. Yeah, huh? Well, you know, it was certainly an uphill battle. This session. This is you know what happens sometimes. Sometimes you get some really lucky, you know, double 5 stars and all that, but you know, it doesn't always happen. And then, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just part of life. You just have to accept it and move on. We can be a little upset, but not forever. But at least we didn't lose the weapon. I'd rather lose the character 50-50 than the weapon 50-50. Because now our Tarnari is a little bit better, and now we're one step closer to getting more and more of the what is it called? These things. Yeah, more Stella Fortunas. We're one step closer to getting more of those. So that's always a plus, you know. I feel like more weapons just kind of get cloggy. Like I just have so many weapons that I don't even know what to do with. I have another one of this. I have this and this. I don't even have Stilali. I just have her weapon. I guess I could just change my mind at any point whenever she comes out in a rerun. And the same thing would have been true for Durin, but these are characters Sitlali I don't really like. Durin I don't really care for. So it's like, you know, what am I really gonna do? Get with these weapons for characters that I'm not a huge fan of. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe they'll be good on some random 4-star. That's always the hope. I actually didn't even check what weapon. I don't even know what weapon type Prune is actually. I wasn't expecting a catalyst. I thought she was gonna be a claymore, and then her claymore was just gonna turn into the hammer. That seemed like it would make the most sense, honestly. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I don't think there's any. I don't think I've done anything. I don't think I've done anything crazy. I just have some pre-farming done, and that's really it. I haven't had a new a new project. The last thing I did was get every character's talents to level 8, at least level 8, and yeah, that's it's been done. Obviously, not Prune, but even when I pre-farm now, everything now the base standard is 8, because so I did 8 because I was like, you know what, I feel like 8 across the board is gonna make every character stronger, and it's gonna help out an Imaginarium theater, and it absolutely didn't make a difference the last theater or two. So that was super disappointing, because I was like, damn, bro, like I put in so much work and so much planning and so much effort into and so much more, so much grinding and more and resin and all that, and you know, some characters just really don't hold up, you know, like you know, Hu Tao was a strong character for so long, and now it's like, if I don't get her in the early parts of the theater, it's like she's so useless, which is like insane. I feel like the characters with utility, like you know, Baizu as a healer, you know, he's always going to be pretty solid. Sijuin, because she's a healer, is always going to be pretty solid. I was just saying I don't really play her, but Lan Yan as a shielder, it's always pretty solid. Noelle as a shielder / kind of healer, because you know, her DPS isn't that crazy, but you know, getting some nice heals every now and then with a nice shield, you know, that really helps. But I feel like my DPS characters and the characters in the theater, they just get absolutely like shat on. Like the power creep they have to keep up with is just, it's just way too insane for them to really like function like properly. Like you pull up with some DPSs, and it's like a certain point in the run, it's like, yo, this character's completely useless, and they're just kind of sitting there. And then some characters are just way too good to use early on, and you're like, yeah, I have to use this insane team for this random ass trial or last stage or boss fight. So, but investing in all of the support characters, that's certainly I've certainly felt that like everyone's healing is like slightly better, and that's made them all like it's made them all pretty good. Every time I get a healer support, like a shield or whatever, or some random buffs, some random debuffs, whatever the case may be, whatever it is they do, as long as it's not DPS, they always come in handy in some random way, shape, or form. The DPSs, man, yeah, you know, well, it makes sense. These are characters that came out like 4 years ago. You know, what do you expect? 4 or 5 years ago, like what do you really expect from them? It's not their fault. But that's gonna be it for this little update segment that I like to give on my account every now and then. Oh, I should probably show achievements 1707. Obviously the version just dropped, so whatever new achievements came out, I don't have them. And still the one I'm missing, the most obtainable one that I'm missing, other than like random ones, is this fishing one. Every now and then I do some fishing, probably catch like 8 or 9, 10, 11 fish, and then I just go, man, that was abysmal, and then I do it, like get a couple more like in like a week. But yeah, this number is very, very slowly growing, but it's growing. That's all that matters. It's going up. We're in one fish at a time. We're getting closer to this. to this big 2,000 benchmark. We're only 763 away. I'm really hoping for a fishing event. I think I've said that so many times. Like a fishing event where catching the fish counts towards this achievement. That's what I need. That's like if it's like fun, quick, like easy, or at least a combination of the two. I can grind that event like endlessly, because you don't have to worry about like all right, I have exhausted all my, like, you gotta find a fishing spot, you gotta exhaust it, you gotta go to another fishing spot, exhaust it, and then you repeat that until you finish everything in your world, and you gotta go to someone else's world, and you're gonna be doing that for mad long, and you gotta go to someone else's world. They're gonna kick you out at some random points. That's like the longest, most infuriating part about fishing. So that's what's really deterred me. Like just getting a couple of spots like off the top of my head, it's easy, you know. It's boring, but you know, it's not that complex. It's not like fishing itself takes a while. It's not that it's difficult. It's just easy, but it's monotonous. You just keep throwing, switching bait, you know. So if we get an event, you know, I can just load up the event, I hop in, do all the fishing, catch whatever, and it's just in and out. But yeah, that's gonna be it. So 4K gems. 4K gems is not nice to look at, but at the start of a new version, you know, we might get some decent amount. But down here, 125, 5 each. Is that like 45? Like 45 of these? 25, my bad. My math was way off. Yeah, 25 of these. That's not bad. That's a pretty decent amount. And obviously we have like 40 days, and we're in the middle of a month. So we got like, what are we gonna pass through 2 months? Get two monthly resets for the next one. We might be in a good spot. We might be in a good spot for the next one. So hopefully no hopefully no breaking the bank, you know. But yeah, that's certainly gonna be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like following along with my account and whatnot, and the cool little things that I'm doing, you know, I'm thinking about doing more with Genshin. It's just very difficult. My laptop just can't really handle like doing like long form Genshin stuff. So it's quite tricky for me. I don't have any kind of I don't really have a way around that I can really think of. So if I do more Genshin stuff, it's gonna have to be like small stuff, because you know, like I said, it's very, very tricky. Maybe I'll just do like just like the more interesting floors of like the theater and the abyss, you know. Like I can do all of floor 12, you know. It's like the Spiral Abyss is always pretty easy, actually. I always have like such good teams and stuff, because you know, I have like most of the roster, and you know, they're pretty damn well built. So the Spiral Abyss is pretty good. The theater's just tricky, because you have to, you know, what characters you get when and how you use them and whatnot, and some of the random blessings certainly help, you know. But yeah, you know, that could be pretty interesting, showing off like the special floors with like, yeah, the Arcanum floors, you know, showing off some of those, maybe some of the boss fights. But yeah, you know, if that's something you guys are interested in, you know, let me know. And you know, take care.